Sigma males have a fascinating combination of unique traits and quirky ways that often defy conventional wisdom. Their enigmatic nature makes them a constant target of intrigue as they navigate life with a clear perspective that sets them apart. Often considered to be the rarest male race on Earth, Sigma males easily evade classification and are often misunderstood due to their unusual behavior and demeanor. Although their actions may seem confusing to the uninitiated observer, Sigma males usually operate according to a well-thought-out internal logic that guides their decisions and interactions. Whether you identify as a Sigma male or just curious about what makes them so fascinating, this study promises to shed light on the 7 defining traits of a Sigma male personality. Understanding these traits offers valuable insight into the inner workings of Sigma men, from their unique approach to social interaction to their preferences for solitude and selective relationships. Join me as we dive into the fascinating world of Sigma men and discover the quirks that make them a truly rare and captivating personality. 1. Sigma males sometimes don't like compliments. Not that Sigma men don't like to hear flattering comments about themselves. Of course, it's nice to be praised for a job well done. But sometimes compliments can feel like a trap, or the delivery can be offensive. Often, Sigma males are quite modest and do not need the approval of others to feel good about themselves. They do not need validation from others because they are aware of their worth. They also don't like it when someone tries to win or curry favor with them. This is a big turn-off for Sigma males, and they catch on quickly. While compliments are meant to lift someone's spirits, many Sigma males don't want to hear that they are smart or skilled in a certain area. Most of them are aware of their intelligence. When others pay attention to them and listen to their advice, it makes them happy. It is acceptable to supplement with a male Sigma from time to time, but you should be careful how often you do so. Sigma may not take your compliments seriously if you give them too often too. Sigma males may not smile. It is a common misconception that Sigma males are constantly serious and never smile. However, this is not always the case. They just don't always understand the purpose of smiling like other people. Just because they're more inward focused doesn't necessarily mean they're unhappy or not having fun. They are not the type of people who always feel the need to express their feelings verbally. When they are lost in thought, they are often misunderstood as distant or aloof. They internalize everything and prefer to keep their feelings and opinions to themselves. A Sigma male doesn't necessarily have to smile to show he's having fun. He does not feel the need to share the pleasure of the moment with those around him. Sigma males are reserved and more introspective, unlike alpha males who are often outgoing. 3. Sigma males may not answer the phone. Sigma men do not enjoy talking on the phone. Therefore, they can allow calls to go to voicemail or ignore them completely, because it's usually more efficient and they don't have to spend extra time chatting. They prefer to text or talk in person. They don't like small talk, therefore they would want to cut it off. Some people might find this rude, but it's just a matter of preference. Sigma males are not intentionally trying to be rude. They're just not interested in talking on the phone all the time. If it is important, they will undoubtedly respond. They won't waste their time if it isn't. Although if you call Sigma and he doesn't answer, it's not because he doesn't like you. Rather because he lives by his own rules and doesn't change plans or schedules to make time for you. That's why messaging a Sigma guy is the best way to get in touch with him. He can answer when it suits him. 4. Sigma males hate spending time alone with boring and dramatic people. For Sigma, there is nothing worse than spending time with someone who never has anything interesting to say or is always crying about something. Life is too short to spend time with those who drain our energy. Sigma men like to be around interesting, motivating, and humorous people. They need to control their environment and do not want to get into difficult situations. They don't like being around poor or normal people and tend to be quite independent. When you realize that Sigma males are often successful and don't want anything or anyone to get in the way of their development, This may seem like a cynical way of looking at the world, but it actually makes perfect sense. 5. When the doorbell rings, Sigma men act like they're not home. Since Sigma males are decisive, it is not surprising that they often do not answer the door when the bell rings. To avoid awkward interactions, they often act like they're not at home if they don't know the person. They do this to keep away from salespeople and other lawyers, but it can also be a way to preserve your privacy. This does not mean that they are afraid. They just value solitude and solitude more than ordinary people. When they are concentrating on something or they don't want to talk, they don't want to be interrupted to maintain isolation. They often use this strategy. While some may consider this rude, it's actually a pretty smart move to avoid unwanted intrusions. Others usually don't mind. Sigma males don't care though. They don't even try to be rude. Simply put, they are busy and don't have time to talk. 6. Sigma men only release information to a select group of people. Sigma males are very selective about who they invite into their inner circle. They just don't accept everyone and anything. Only those they trust receive their thoughts and feelings. They are very private individuals who like to keep most of their personal information to themselves. This is because they are aware that not everyone deserves their trust. People they thought were friends had betrayed them in the past. They are now very selective about who they let into their lives. Quality is valued over quantity. Sigma males are extremely devoted friends who go above and beyond their caretakers. However, they don't think twice about cutting someone out of their lives if they believe that person is poisonous or otherwise harmful. Although it doesn't happen often, the Sigma male never looks back when it does 7. Instead of participating, Sigma males prefer to enjoy the show. Although some may consider this a negative trait, Sigma men prefer to stand in the background and watch rather than actively participate. They do it because they enjoy learning about people's motivations and processes. Being on the sidelines and absorbing everything is more interesting to them than being in the center of things. That's not to say that Sigma males don't like to get in on the action, just that they'd rather do it on their own terms. They want to fully feel the situation before participating and do not want to be pressured into anything. We have one mouth and two ears for a reason. This is the principle for all Sigma males who prefer to listen to others rather than talk about themselves. They can think a lot about people just by listening to them and watching their body language. This helps them better understand others and decide what they want or need. Conclusion: if you found this video exploring the unique characteristics of Sigma men useful, your comment is important. Leave a comment below with a thumbs up emoji to let us know what you think. Understanding the men of Sigma goes beyond surface-level observations. It opens doors to appreciate their depth and complexity in navigating the world. If you want to delve into the intricacies of Sigma men and other fascinating personality types, check out the other videos on this channel. Whether you're a Sigma looking for validation or someone fascinated by the nuances of human behavior, there's always something to come. Thank you for watching and interacting with us. Remember, greatness often begins with understanding and embracing the diversity of personalities like Sigma men. If you are committed to personal growth and insight, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more meaningful content tailored to curious people like you. Together, we continue to explore the rich tapestry of human nature.